I think the thing I appreciate about Sophie more than anything is, like, she's never intimidated of the moment. Like, she rises to the occasion every single time. You know, she's going to have her teammates back.
I love how butt hurt people are about this. It's delicious. Agreed. That shit's going straight to Walmart for $19.99. I bet she sells a shit ton of these shoes. I mean, seriously. What the fuck did she do to earn a shoe? They are so mad. They are so mad.
And it literally, like, pisses me off when people are like, she's not the face of the league.
Who would be?
What?
Sabrina? No.
No, there's really good, well-known people in our league. I'm not discrediting them. Like, we have a lot of badasses in our league.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah to that. I'm all for that. But when people try to argue that she's not the face of our league, or if our league would be where we're at without her, you're dumb as You're literally dumb as
Caitlin Clark's recent actions are being praised by half of WNBA Twitter users, while the other half are incensed. She publicly praised Sophie Cunningham's upcoming July release of her new signature Adidas shoe. 24. She also gave it more than a silent compliment. While promoting it on video, she gave it her all in a few of minutes. The internet was sharply divided by the response, with some celebrating a genuine teammate moment and others behaving as though Clark had made a basketball-related offense.
Sophie Cunningham figured it out. She figured out how to play the game the right way, how to play the media, capitalize on the Caitlin Clark fandom and use it to her favor. She's one of the few people that do it. Like, are y'all gonna come in for Caitlin? Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna maximize my opportunity, and the eyes that is on her, I'm gonna get some of those eyes on me. This young lady has a shoe coming out. She's a role player. Never averaged more than 12 points in her career. She averaged 9 points now. She has a shoe coming out. A shoe with Adidas. Y'all not grasping what I'm saying? This young lady was just at UFC Saturday, walking around the ring with a scorecard. Like, this is with Dana White. Like, she's maximizing her stardom as a role player. Because she's not one of the people that are like, oh, Caitlin Clark, let me hate her. Let me do this now. Or let me go against the grain. Like, let me not. Like, I know these eyes are coming, but I'm going to do everything I can to negate the great possibilities that come with it. Smart. She's on podcasts. She's on news channels. She's doing interviews. She has the number 1, number 2 in jersey sales with Caitlin Clark. Smart. Stop fighting it. Why would you fight something that's going to put money in your pockets?
Sophie Cunningham will get a player-only Adidas Crazy Energy Hue, which will sell for $120 on July 24. Instead of letting her handle her own promotion in silence, Caitlin Clark jumped straight in. This is the issue with Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. These two are not merely allies who tolerated each other for the cameras. Among the players on Clark's Fever squad is Cunningham. Most trusts, as she has repeatedly said, the individual facing away from the court, without doubt or inquiry, with no explanations. Consequently, unlike other athletes, Clark didn't watch from the sidelines and convey a boring, warm words of congratulations at the official signing of Cunningham's shoe contract. She started talking about it really loud, and that's exactly what led to the chaos on the internet over the following 24 hours. Kim.
The role player for the Fever is getting her own signature shoe. For some info, it will be released on July the 24th. It is going to cost $120.
To understand why this moment feels the way it does, you must first understand the relationship. Yes, it does. Clark and Cunningham grew close after Cunningham moved to Indiana in 2024. As a rookie, Clark received harsh fouls and unethical behavior almost every night. Furthermore, it took some time for the league to give her the kind of security that rookies with that kind of usually get a bullseye on their back. The seasoned player who stepped in and made it clear was Cunningham, that her co-worker wouldn't be singled out arbitrarily. And oh, hesitation, no caution. Each time something happened, she just turned up, That protectiveness gave rise to a genuine friendship, the kind that is formed via actual fighting as opposed to staged photo sessions.
Sorry. He forgets I have a broken leg. Sorry, go ahead. Wow, this is so cool. Wow, this is fun.
When Cunningham stood up for Clark in June of last year during the Dana Bonner incident and highlighted, it turned into something more serious as staff had to remove her from the court after staring at her for 22 consecutive seconds. The video became very popular. Online communities that had never given women's basketball a second consideration were reached. Music Clark has publicly declared on numerous occasions that she would always remember Cunningham standing up for her in front of a national broadcast and a crowded venue.
You made headlines all over the world a few months ago. We've got a photo of it here with this moment. Yeah. It's so...
Cunningham will get her own player-only hue, a pink 2H gradient with light, according to Adidas. The price was lowered to $120 with orange midsole accents and blue mesh. Clark's reaction was hardly surprising. It was haughtiness, true external pride. She has watched Cunningham build this relationship with Adidas since 2022. Seen her wearing the brand every time she appeared, prior to receiving this kind of attention. For years, I saw her put in a lot of effort as a dependable rotation piece. Clark knows exactly how much unglamorous work went into the present. She didn't respond in an informal manner in part because of this.
Upset that she got her own shoe, but you guys gotta realize this is just a PE. It is not an entire sneaker, and I think that's what's upsetting people because they think she just got her own shoe. Now, don't get me wrong, she's been balling, and I feel like the whole finger pointing thing has made her iconic. I think a PE is fine. And for a low top basketball sneaker, I think this is pretty dope. I love the shades of pink on here, and I love how the tongue and the lining are like a tannish off-white color. And this is also what the back is looking like. You got the Adidas logo on the tongue and on the back, so you know it's an Adidas basketball shoe.
And that's where advertising comes into play. In response to the subsequent question, Clark did more than just provide a succinct, kind words. She called the design her own, expressed her enthusiasm for Cunningham, and asked fans to check it out on July 24th when it launches. She has posted information on shoes on her personal platforms. For someone with as many followers as Clark, this is a huge favor. She has mentioned it in interviews. Own initiative as opposed to waiting to be asked. Other athletes in this league can't begin to comprehend the quantity of goods that could be moved by someone with Clark's reach. Everyone paying attention is aware of how important this is. Gesture. Caitlin Clark is using her platform to make sure her teammates' sneakers sell out. Her true commercial weight, which every business on the planet is today trying to buy a piece. That's not what superstars usually do. Usually, the most well-known member of the squad stays in their own lane, their brand, and keeps their endorsements unique. Clark made the decision not to. She purposefully chose to consistently cross that boundary because she genuinely wants to see her friends succeed in public.
I think the thing I appreciate about Sophie more than anything is like she's never intimidated of the moment. Like she rises to the occasion every single time. You know, she's gonna have her teammates back. She loves when our backs are against the wall, she's gonna be one that has the loudest voice, and she's gonna be out there fighting and scrapping, and no matter what situation it is, whether we're down 20, we're up 20, it's the same Sophie. And every single team in this league would probably kill to have a player like that. So really fortunate that she's on our side, and Sophie's just a really cool person. Like she's a good soul, but when she steps on the floor, like she's fierce, she's fiery, and she's going to do anything to help our team win. So I really appreciate that about her.
Things get complicated at this point. Upon learning that Clark was aggressively promoting the shoe, some online users did not handle it well, not even a little bit. Comments started to come in stating that the entire event was staged. Thought Clark was exaggerating, that Cunningham didn't deserve a shoe, and that it was a marketing gimmick. As a result of their friendship, some even went so far as to claim that the shoe will fail despite Clark's best efforts. As though her involvement had no impact on the outcome. If you've heard these remarks before, they follow the same script each time. It won't be sold. Nobody is buying shoes for an 8-point scorer. It's just friend to friend. Bias. The noise level was high and progressively became higher, so you can tell who is actually concerned by this whole situation. The more Clark discussed it.
What's the big deal about Sophie getting her shoe? Just capitalism. If you don't like it, don't buy it. It's as simple as that. They think that enough Sophie fans will buy the shoe. If you don't, if there's no real such thing as like, oh, they earned it. Well, then prove that she hasn't earned it by not buying the shoe. We don't have to buy things that are put out there. There's a lot of weird stuff out there with people's names on it. I don't know why you're getting mad about her shoe. Don't buy it.
There were more people typing from the sidelines than just random supporters. Some athletes and their supporters took part as well, making comments that seemed to be about basketball but were really just frustration that Cunningham and Clark persisted in. To get the attention that other players think they deserved, IT was based in part on statistics. Use the same score average logic over and over. Better players should have been given this contract. Some of the framing makes the assertion that the same few players are consistently identified. But what's left is very simple if you take out the words, while some men with more extensive resumes. People are annoyed because Clark has never received this kind of attention from anyone, much less the biggest name in the game, is enthusiastically endorsing a teammate's footwear out here. That irritation is real. IT just has the wrong goal. Keep it in mind.
Sophie Cunningham knows right here. I mean, there's a little game within the game.
The doubters, however, are still ignoring this. Cunningham is more than just a name that Clark decided to use more prominently. Out of unquestioning loyalty, she gained this exposure through an event that went viral on the internet. Manner. Highlights from the WNBA rarely stand alone. She refused to back down when employees entered and maintained her position while pointing at Dana Bonner for a continuous 22 seconds. Fans of basketball who watch League. There were other people who shared that video besides past. IT reached individuals who were unable to name even one WNBA player. A week prior, in addition to uninterested meme accounts, political opinion pages, and wrestling accounts. In basketball for women, at the end of the year, Google's year-end search list placed her 9th out of all athletes in the country of 2025, making her the only female member of the top 10 in terms of the amount of raw searches. That isn't hype created by PRT. That is genuinely an organic cultural reach. Additionally, it's not simply points per game, but rather the type of reach. That player exclusives are based on by shoemakers.
What the fuck did she do to earn a shoe? They are so mad. They are so mad. They're charging $120 for a role player. I see why Adidas is always coming in last place. I mean, look. In this league, let's be real. The number one trending female athlete last year on Google was Sophie Cunningham. On Google. And that was before the viral meme that took over the planet for 10 days.
Consequently, it is crucial to remember that when Clark claims to be recommending a poor product, she is not. She is pleased for her friend and urges others to purchase the footwear, the orange midsole strikes and light blue mesh panels. The sneaker itself is incredibly sharp, loud, self-assured, and hot pink that fades to white, exactly like Cunningham plays. Each and every game, Adidas has not issued a WNBA player exclusive since Candace Parker Music. And starting on July 24th, it will retail for $100, $20. Nor is this a small detail. That is not only a favor or a single marketing boost. IT is an accurate representation of the company's long-term perception of her. Clark is probably trying so hard to get it sold out because she is aware of this history. She sincerely believes that the shoe alone merits the attention.